I found Otto out in the shores. But hello, Otto. Oh my goodness, are you ready? Are you excited for today?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's go! Hell yeah. Give me. We're gonna do a minute while we wait while we get through this little ad break. But gosh, I'm so excited. I'm really glad that we got to get this reschedule in, dude.
Oh, for sure.
It. I was so bummed. I was like, why? Literally, the last week of the Donathon during June, I was so freaking salty with my Wi-Fi. Also,
Oh,
like literally this morning when you messaged me about the whole like Windows thing about the Windows being messed up, I literally almost had an aneurysm. I was like, I swear to God, if I turn on my computer and it's broken, I'm gonna lose my marbles.
it was only, I think, the corporate side, but I had to be sure. I was like, okay, wait a minute.
Mhm.
If Sharkie's impacted by this, we could have problems.
Right? It's gonna mess with my stream.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily though, we are good. Luckily though, we are safe. But Ren, hello, and yes, Otto is the whale on top of Kailani's head. But Otto, would you like to introduce yourselves to the good people of the lagoon?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Otto. So I'm a whale VTuber. As you can see, I'm talking up here. I'm the squishy little thing up at the top here above. This is Kailani, by the way. So she's like my bestie best friend, and we just like to swim together. You know, we hang out on the beach and we swim together. We just have good times. So yeah, I've been a VTuber for like a little bit over 2 years now. A little bit over 2 years now.
You're the only person, but you're I think you're like one of like 3 people I've met who've damn near been streaming as long as I have. Like that is actually fucking wild. Oh, it's so nice to find another like one of like what another toddler, I should say. Another 2-year-old.
Oh, it's been a while. I've been streaming for a lot longer than that. So it's been a long streaming time. It's been a long time.
Aw. Well, shoot, let me go ahead and explain what the Shall We Date series is. So, for those who don't know, the Shall We Date series is a VTuber talk show where I bring on some of your guys' favorite VTubers, including Otto Whale here. And I basically get to sit and interview them for 2 hours. And yeah, it's set. So the questions are broken up into 2 bits. Bit number one is, or round one, I should say. It's more like the fun questions.
Mhm.
And then round two goes into the more like streamer related questions.
Okay.
We see, and then with round one, there's like a would you rather section, and then there's that there's the fuck Mary kill section, which I'm very excited for. I've chosen some great Overwatch characters
Okay. Okay.
for
That
your
works.
choices.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Is the new character featured? Is the new Juno featured at all?
Oh my goodness, I don't think. Well, is she
Oh,
my
you
little
missed
my little
Juno. I think you
screenshot?
missed it.
Oh no!
Oh, you missed it. The new character came out today? Pretty sure today.
Today?
I think
Wait, hold on.
today.
Did we get a new
It's
DPS? Wait, what?
it's
What?
I believe it's a support character, Juno. She's like a moon.
Oh,
She's like from the idea is like she looks like she's in a spacesuit from the moon.
she's from the
Yeah,
moon.
the moon. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta look this up.
You
Though.
gotta look that up.
Juno
We're gonna have to look that up.
overall. H2. Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, no, like
What?
people going crazy. She looks good.
Oh, she's adorable. Okay, but low key though, why does she look like she could be like Diva's cousin?
That's so yeah, it's I think so apparently there's like some I don't know, we could talk about it later, but there's like some stuff where she calls May auntie. So she'll call May like auntie. So people are thinking like is that a culture thing or is it more of a like is there actually
Like a familiar thing.
is there actually like is it a relative? So people are like starting to speculate on the voice lines and everything. It's like I said.
Ooh, oh my goodness, bro, that shows you how I need to get back into Overwatch. I need to seriously.
People like it. I like the character. She looks really good. She looks really good.
I'm gonna have to play tonight. While I'm at the wage cage.
Exactly. Once you get out of there.
Exactly. Let's see. All right, so are you ready to jump into these funky fresh questions?
Yes, let's do it.
Hell yeah. So round one, very important. We're gonna start right off the back with something super serious.
Okay.
And it's pancakes or waffles.
Oh, I've always had pancakes. I like waffles just fine, but pancakes I've always been my default option.
I definitely understand. Definitely understand. What's your favorite topping on a pancake? And
Uh
do you like extra bits in your pancake?
no, but I like flavored pancakes. I've always liked whenever I would go to Hawaii, I always liked banana flavored and macadamia nut flavored pancakes. Like on top, it's just syrup for me. But like if you add in a little bit of like fruit within the pancake, it's really good. Really nice.
I do like myself a good they make my mouth itchy, but I'll still eat them anyway. But strawberry pancakes with like some syrup and like some fresh maple syrup and some butter.
Oh yeah. No, I've no complaints from me. I like the addition of fruit in or on pancakes.
Sorry, imposter's asking what the sin the new sin redeem is, and you've had the pleasure of coming past my dear body sharer.
Yeah, that was a good that was funny. That was so funny. That was hilarious. That whole thing interaction was freaking hilarious. I was like completely shocked, to be honest. I was like, wait, what? Excuse me? That whole thing threw me for a loop. I was like, oh, okay.
The whole time.
The whole time I was completely oblivious to it until you explained it. I was like, oh, okay.
You were the only one too. Literally, so many of the people like who were like, oh my god, like I went and checked out Sin the other day. Like, she's so cool. And I'm like, oh yeah, she's so cool, right?
Oh my god, I remember that was so funny. God, I was even like going in on full conversation. I was like, oh yeah, blah blah, Sharkie's great, so amazing. There's so much fun. And that one message, sorry, by the way. Like, oh my god. I was like, okay.
Yup, surprise.
Okay, huge surprise for me. Huge surprise.
It was gonna be a big old secret, and I was gonna keep it for as long as I could. But it felt like I was lying to my friends, and I couldn't do it.
Couldn't hold it in.
I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hold in the lie.
The inner demon came out. That's all it is.
I'm too much of a truther, as the Drake and Josh terms. Are you calling me a liar? I'm calling you a truther. Going into it, as we're on the food topic, but how do you like your steak?
Medium. Medium for sure. Yeah.
Medium rare or on the done side?
No, just medium. Just regular medium.
Medium?
Yeah. I'm fine with medium rare and anything. I usually just go medium.
Understandably. It might just be the shark part of me that just likes it more on the bloody side.
Oh my gosh, I knew you would. I knew you'd throw that in there. Well, I don't really, I'm a whale. I don't really eat steak anyway, but
that's true. Your more examples, more like what you guys eat krill, right?
Yeah, krill.
Krill, yeah.
Speaking of which, do you have any?
There might be some in the back. I mean, what is it? There might be some. I mean, there's some coral over there. There might be swimming around. I mean, there's a little clown.
Yeah, get me in there. Yeah, I'll jump right in head first. Oh yeah, just like if there's a bucket of krill, I'm just gonna get myself stuck in the bucket, getting after it. Like,
I need art of Kailani trying to pull Otto out of the bucket.
Just me pulling me out of the bucket. Like, okay, come on, what are you doing?
And just have like a mouthful of krill just like sticking out. It's like when it's the TikTok video of the parents grabbing that dog who had their whole head in the dog bag.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's it.
Out and it's just the dripping.
That's actually just it. That's the visual. It's just me in the bucket stuck and like people trying to pull me out. And then they get me out and I'm like, why'd you do that? I was happy over there. I don't know what you're doing.
It's just you pull off the bucket, it's sad Otto. Just
why would you do this? What's your problem?
I was having such a good time. I was getting my snacks.
Exactly. People just don't understand. I have to have like 1,000 pounds worth of it every day. Okay, I gotta find it somehow.
Exactly. You gotta eat.
Mm-hmm.
You're a growing whale.
Exactly. I need all I can get.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ooh, if you were a meme / Vine, what would it be?
If I was a meme, what would it be? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's always the krill. The krill is now the meme with all of my stuff, with the streams and with the videos. It's all about the krill right now. It's like either I'm having it as like my meal, or people are using puns of it in all sorts of things. So the ones that I like are I'm krilling it. They're like you're krilling it out there. I'm a lady kriller. There's some good ones. It's all about the krill. It's all about the krill and the puns. That's the meme. The meme would only be about krill and puns. It would only be that. That's it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find more krill art. I'm gonna have to find all the krill memes now, and I'm just gonna spam you.
That you should. You should be. That's what people do. That's what they've been doing. Like they're just. I make a video and I post it, and it's just all like puns and krill jokes. And it's just like that's all it is now. And it's great. So that's the meme.
That's so beautiful. What a beautiful community you have. They don't.
It's so harmless and fun.
They don't bully you.
It's so harmless and fun, and I love it.
My chat says you're krilling it right now.
I am. I absolutely am. There's some really good ones.
I need that puns. As like, get like auto whale merch saying krilling it, just krillin.
It would probably be me with sunglasses on, and it's just like I'm krilling it, or like Lady Kriller here, Lady Kriller here. Watch out!
Oh my god, it's the t-shirt. It's Lady Kriller, and it's Kailani doing the little like L under her chin. And then the full lip bite, and then you guys are both wearing the sunglasses.
It's literally it. It's literally 100%.
I need it.
That's the merch.
Shut up and take my money.
That's it. That's what people. I mean, that's like if I ever got to that point of doing that, that would be what I would do. I would just do stuff with the puns.
Oh God, please, as you should. It's never too early to start. Drop that merch.
I've done like stickers and keychains, but that's about it. The merch stuff is I probably wouldn't do it on my own like I did with the stickers and keychains, but it was fun. It was like really fun.
Questions? So many tabs. That's one thing they tell you about a VTuber is all the fucking applications that you need to have open just to be a pretty animated screen.
Oh, it's a lot. Like my like bottom screen, I've got obviously like Discord browser, Steam, VBridger, VTube Studio with the DLC plugin, throat tits, throwable system, my text to speech, the actual Streamlabs application for streaming, and any other software I have for interaction with the stream. It's crazy.
Well, sorry.
The computer's probably crying. Like, why are you doing? Why is there so much? Why are there so many software applications open?
Your CPU's like, please put me.
Just like,
Kill me.
The CPU's like, you really doing this right now?
He's like, are you sure about that? Are you sure? It's about to bust open, and John Cena's like, are you sure about that?
Exactly. No, I like sometimes I do worry. I'm like, do I really have too many things open right now? Should I be concerned about it? Fortunately,
should I be worried about my baby?
The computer's holding up, so that's the good news.
I have this mentality of if it hasn't died from all the mods and the Sims 4 like CC and just the Sims 4 in general, I'm pretty sure it can outlive anything. That is the motto I hold my computer to. If it hasn't died because of my addiction to Sims and how much I have it pimped out, then it's surely fine, right?
Just needs like a good, if I can get a good 4 to 5 years out of it, that's the goal. I'm like, okay, just give me 4 to 5 years. Give me a good 4 to 5 years set.
Treat it like a nice car, you know, like a nice like
Heck yeah.
Like I just need you to treat me well for a little bit. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, if you had a theme song, what would it be?
Oh gosh. If I had a theme song, what would it be? I've had music done for the channel actually, and it was usually like some kind of soft ocean theme, but I have what's it called? Maybe it's, let me see if it's this actually. Oh, there's a song, Chariots of Fire.
Ooh.
Pretty sure it's Chariots of Fire. If you give it a listen, you've probably heard it before. Okay? If you listen to Chariots of Fire, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Just double checking if I did get the right song.
By Vangelis?
Yes. So if that's my theme song, because of all the times I've like felt really majestic and great at something like in a game, and I just fall flat on my face. It's like that music's playing and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like a hero, and then there's like that fail, and then it's the Roblox oof.
Oof.
The number of times I felt like, oh, I'm doing it. I've got it. This is like first time perfect. Chariots of Fire is playing. I had one video where I threw like a firecracker in a game called Escape the Backrooms, like straight up into the air to try and have it explode and like do something, and it flew straight up into the air and back down to me and killed me. That was it. That's Chariots of Fire as I'm throwing it, and as it's coming back down. That's it.
Bum, bum. Oh yeah, I can already hear the music with it. Bum, 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 bum,
It's
bum,
yes.
bum.
Or whenever I'm in Lethal Company and try and make a jump, and I'm like sprinting to the jump, but I end up falling down the pit. That's the theme song, and that's where it gets set to. It's like all those moments.
God. Bro, I feel that it's the full spread leg. It's the Mario jump over, and then it's the Goofy fall down noise.
Yeah, it's just like the death sound. It's just the death sound. That's like my theme song, and that's how it ends. It usually ends like that with some of the games I play. It's the fails are how it works.
Beautiful. A great choice. Great fucking choice. Ooh, what's a game that you've refused to play again on stream? Either because it like made you rage quit, or it just
definitely there's like a couple, but Dark Souls is one. I played Dark Souls 1. I got to Anne Orlando, and it was too frustrating. I was doing it on a stream a long time ago, and I was just like, yeah, I can't do this on stream. It's too frustrating, and I don't want to be frustrated on a stream. So I ended up getting like too frustrated to play it. I got really far though too, and it was like kind of disappointing for people, but I was like, oh, sorry guys, but it's a little bit too much for me right now. Dark Souls 1, a little bit too much. There are some parts of it, like when you get to, Blight Town, like my friends would call it Lag Town, because it just lagged so badly, and it was like really frustrating to play that. And I was just like, man, I'm like actually kind of like getting into the game here. And then I got to Anne Orlando, and there's like this part, which I'm sure anybody that's played Dark Souls knows. There's like this archer on like the edge of the castle or whatever it is, and he's just shooting at you from above, and it's like you have to like tightrope this like ramp, and it just like I just kept getting hit off, and I was like, okay, no more of this on stream, done, no thank you. I'm good with this one. I have thought about just like replaying the game at some point. I wouldn't have any qualms about it anymore, but man, that part I was mad about. I was like, why is this in the game? Why do I have to like tightrope this thing and then get shot at while I'm tightroping it? And as soon as I get shot, it just pops me off. I was just frustrated at the design there. Everything else actually about the game, everything else about it, like the Blight Town, the area where you have to go like up I don't remember what it's called, like you go up a tower and then fight this like giant metal golem. That part's really frustrating, but I was like, okay, but like it's doable. It's like relatively fair. Anne Orlando is where I had it. I was like, this is a little bit too much for me right now on stream.
You're like, I can't rage out right now.
I just was like, I don't want to rage out on a stream. It's probably better if I just don't do this. And I actually haven't gone back to it. Actually, I tried one time, and I don't know, some shiny object or like a krill flew by my face, and it sort of I got attracted to that. I have thought about like going back to Dark Souls at some point. Just haven't done it.
Mm. Though that is a game series I've yet to bust into, is the Dark Souls.
Oh god. Dark Souls 1, everybody swears by it, but you get like Blighttown lags to all, like it lags so badly. I don't know if there's like a better system to do it on, but I did it on a console. Oh god, it just lagged like crazy. And I was just like, wow, this is like frames are dying over here on the game. I'm sure it's better on a different system, but that game, I feel like if you wanted the Dark Souls experience, you'd probably just want to do Elden Ring at this point. Elden Ring feels like probably the most enjoyable Dark Souls, or Dark Souls 3. I've heard people really like Dark Souls 3.
I've heard both of those are the good recommendations if I'm wanting to get into like a Souls-like game.
Yeah, Dark Souls 1 is just like there's just some technical issues with it. That was the part that I think got me a little bit annoyed too. I was like, there's some tech issues. And I've talked to people that wanted me to get back into it, and they've said don't do Dark Souls 2. If you're gonna play one, like you might as well just go on to 3, or I guess Elden Ring at this point would be even better. Just find it funny. Yeah.
Is they just completely skip over the second game. Just don't play it.
I just wouldn't do it. Like I'm fine going back to Dark Souls 1, but like I feel like 3 and Elden Ring, you're just gonna get the better experience. Or Bloodborne. I've heard Bloodborne is very good. That's a good one.
Bloodborne I've heard a lot about. I've definitely heard a lot about Bloodborne.
I feel like those 3, you could get into those 3. That would be like a really good starting point, actually. Dark Souls 1 would be like if you really just want to go back. If you really want to start at the beginning. But I
really want to see what it's like.
Yeah, I've talked to friends who love the series and they're like, yeah, you may as well just do 3, Bloodborne or Elden Ring at this point.
Yeah, I think Elden Ring might be the one. It might be the one. So many people are like, I'll play Elden Ring. Sharkie, you want to play Elden Ring? Elden Ring? Elden Ring? And I'm like, hold on. Let it fester in my wish list for like a couple more months. And then I'll get to it.
Oh yeah, and then yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'd do those at some point. I just
On the flip side, what is a guilty pleasure game that you love to play both on and off stream?
Oh god, my close friends already know the answer to this. It's a Super Nintendo game. It's called. It's good luck looking this up. It's called The King of Dragons. It's a Capcom game that nobody knows about. I swear, not a single person I know knows the name. It's a beat-em-up game from Capcom, set in like kind of a fantasy world, and the characters' names are all like D&D classes. So there's no like names to the characters. You're just like, there's like fighter, dwarf, warrior, whatever. And but it's a beat-em-up game. It's actually really good as a beat-em-up game for the Super Nintendo, and I've played it a lot. It's really fun as a beat 'em up. You could beat it in like an hour or 2, but it's super fun. That's my guilty pleasure, and everybody, all my really close friends, IRL also, like they constantly give me shit about it because I'm like, it's the best game, you guys. Trust me, it's really good. And they're like, Otto, what do you mean? It's so good. I promise. If anybody's interested in a beat 'em up game, that's actually really good. They released it on a collection on the Switch recently too, a Capcom collection. It was on there, and I was like, oh my god, they put the best game of the whole Capcom series in there, and it's really good. That's my guilty pleasure. Everybody like nobody knows about it, but I promise you, it's super fun for like an hour or 2, and it's just like brainless beating up of and like with a fantasy
love it
setting. Yeah, it's really good.
I gotta see if I can find like one of them in like old school emulators, see if I can find it, because
Super Nintendo emulator, and then just search like the King of Dragons, or maybe it's called King of Dragons. Let me see.
I think it might be King of Dragons.
It's the King of Dragons, yeah. And it's a Capcom game. It came out in 1991. Oh boy, long time ago. Yeah, but I played it when I was younger too. It was really good. It was like really good.
Like a good game.
It's fun.
And I like those like beat 'em up style games. I love me a good Street Fighter. Love me a good
Super
Mortal
simple.
Kombat.
Know all the secrets
Mash
of the game
buttons.
too. I knew somebody who played it, and they're like asking me like tips on it, and I was like, I could tell you every secret about that game and where you can find them. Let me explain. I like know the exact stages where you can find extra credits, and I know where to find them in the stages now. I've like memorized stuff. I know how to like beat certain bosses as fast as possible and to like skip like phases of bosses. Like it's crazy. Like I play that game way too much. And I could beat it really fast now just because I understand it. It's so fun.
Just no wonder you said it's fun for an hour or two, because you probably got that game beat by then.
I can beat it in probably like 45 minutes at this point. It's super fun. It's super fun. It's like it's an arcade, you know, it's like arcade game. Like it's something you would have played at the arcade. So it's like pretty short. Like it's a short game.
Nice short, nice sweet. When you were a kid, were a Yu-Gi-Oh kid or a Pokemon kid?
Like cards or cards.
Yep.
Oh, I was a Magic kid actually.
Yeah.
I didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh at all actually, and I played Pokemon. I collected Pokemon. If you want to know how old I actually am, I collected the first edition of Pokemon when it first released. And so I had first collection Pokemon cards, to which my family got rid of. They got rid of them. I occasionally say things to family like, "Remember when you got rid of those $10,000 cards?" Yeah, no, I had all of them. Like I'm not kidding. I'm being honest. I had the Holo Charizard. I had like a holo of a bunch of the rare cards you could get, and they were all in like a binder and everything. I remember because I collected them and put them in there. The Charizard like blew me away when I was a kid. And yeah, they all got given away to like one of my family members, and yeah, so I don't know if they kept them or somebody else has them now, and they're having a great time.
I would have sobbed that day. I would have sobbed so hard, laid on the floor, and ugly cried.
When I figured out recently how much they actually were, I told my family, and they were just like, "Oh well, too bad." Well,
too bad.
I was like, "Oh, okay." Oh yeah, we
can't
had
go back on it now.
Yeah, but I play Magic the Gathering mostly. Pokemon, I just like collected the first edition. I think stopped after that. Magic, I played actually a lot. I played in booster drafts. I played a lot of booster drafts. Like after school, I would go to a booster draft, and I was never that good because people just better than me at it because I was like, just didn't understand it as much. But I had a good time doing it, and then in college, I went to booster drafts again. And so I did booster drafts then, and I haven't did booster drafts in a long time. But yeah, I've always loved Magic the Gathering. It's always been a fun game for me. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Never got into it. And Pokemon, I never got into it to like actually play it. I just collected the first edition for them.
I get that. I collected the cards for Yu-Gi-Oh, but like besides like watching the show, that was about it. I never actually played any of the card games. I just was not. I'm not good with strategy games. I just like running in head first screaming. If I was a D&D character, I was meant to be a barbarian or bard.
Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh show though is like the crown jewel of all shows I watched when I was younger, and I still watch it because I just think it's hilarious now. It's so funny.
Oh,
the shows are so good.
It's so good.
The first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! I swear by it is one of the unintentional funniest shows in existence. For like several scenes where my all-time favorite is when he has the character stab the moon. That was great.
Yeah.
Stabbing the moon is good. There's like other moments too where they're like cooking candy bars and stuff and like camping. I'm just like, what? I'm like listening to it like now, and I'm like, wow, this is actually really funny. This is really unintentionally funny, and just how into it they get. I would have loved to be a voice in that show just to experience it. Oh, they're so into it.
Oh wow, Yugi!
The amount of if we don't win this card game, the world's at stake is exactly what I needed. It's like, hold on, if we don't win this card game, the world is gonna end. Like it's
the drama I needed as a kid.
I'm like,
absolutely, it was my Desperate Housewives.
I was just like, of all the things that could be at stake, the card game is gonna save it. Right. I think is what got me. Is so good.
It's the heart of the cards. The heart of the cards will win us through this battle.
It's so good. Even like, I watched the other spin-off too when I was younger, and even now it's also funny. Like, so there's Yu-Gi-Oh! And then there's like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and all the other ones, and the one where they're on motorcycles. I just think they're funny. They're just so funny when you watch them, and like, oh my god, the world's at stake again. I'm like, how often can the world be at stake when it's card games? Like, how often is it constantly being at stake because of a card game? It's just like,
and with all these like supernatural entities as well, like,
oh yeah, it's like we put gods in cards. I'm like, okay,
yep,
sure, why not?
Oh why my god,
why not? Why not that? Why isn't that a thing? Like, of course it is.
We're gonna put gods in cards and call them god cards.
And then they had aliens, and I was like, okay, we're at aliens now. Okay, we're here. We've gotten to aliens. It's just like, it's so good. I'm like, how are aliens involved?
Aliens.
There's one part of the spin-off which is like, the whole point of the show is they're duelists that go to school for the card game. Which I'm like, okay, this is already kind of a dumb idea, but let's roll with it.
Right.
And then one of the villains in the second season is a space entity that's evil that wants to possess people and turn them, like, make them like brainwashed into like following. He's like, they're gonna see the light is this whole thing, and so he's like, I'm gonna use a satellite to brainwash the world. And I just you watch it and you're like, okay. An alien's gonna use a satellite that he brainwashed a prince from another country or something to brainwash people, and the only way to stop him is to beat him at a card game.
The card game.
We couldn't just arrest him, you know, we couldn't do the normal thing of arresting him. Heaven forbid.
Nope.
Heaven forbid.
Nope.
Because he's literally kidnapping people. We can't just call as somebody. It's just like, shouldn't we call in the authorities? And like, no, only a card game can stop him.
Right? Like, we're considering high-key human trafficking here and kidnapping on multiple charges, but the only way to defeat him, besides catching charges, is by flipping my trap card.
But if I can hit his life points enough, he'll be defeated. And yeah, that's it. He gets defeated in the card game, and his like soul expunges, and I'm just like, wow. The third season's even wilder. Like, it gets crazier and crazier, and I can't, like, it's kind of just like, I don't know, it's just like brain dead, like, oh my god, this is so funny, how can this get sillier? And it does. They like get transported to an alternate dimension. It's like the craziest thing, and I can't stop watching it. I'm just like, this, how? Like, okay, we just had aliens, what are we gonna do next? Dimensions, okay. Whatever.
I never got into GX, but I got into 5Ds though. But I might need I did out of all of the shows though. Yeah. I've always been obsessed with the abridged series on YouTube.
Oh, it's so good.
Of Yu-Gi-Oh, of GX, of 5Ds. Oh my god! Name any little Kribo episode, I got you. I still know Leather Pants by heart, dog.
I love those. There are like certain ones that I've shown my family, and we just love it. Our favorite ones are anytime like Kaiba and Mokuba are involved. It's so good with the abridged series. I do remember the only one I remember most fondly is when he's like, Mokuba's talking to Kaiba about getting like a pet, and they're like talking about getting a pet tarantula, and they're like, I thought you wanted a pet scorpion. And it's just like, I'm listening, it's just like, you're just like, how do you come up with this? Like, where does this come from? I was like, out of nowhere, it was like talking about like Mokuba and Kaiba whenever they're on the screen are freaking hilarious. I just love it. It's so good.
I remember watching like the gameplay series that he did for a little bit, like especially between the Vampire the Masquerade series.
Oh, I remember
with
that.
Fucking American Bakura.
I remember those.
Bakura.
Those are good. They're all good. So funny.
Oh, I think you're the first person who I've ever mentioned like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series to that actually knew what it was.
Oh, I swear by it. That's a good one. I swear by it. It's so funny.
It's the baseline for all my humor.
It like spawned an entire like, it spawned so much other stuff too. Like it was funny. It was so good. Like it spawned a lot of other stuff too. It spawned a lot of them.
It's made some thanks. Honestly, I think it's kind of the backbone of the abridged series started with a little
It
creative.
did.
That's my hot take.
That spawned the entire, like, a bunch of other people did their own as a result of it because they saw it was like really popular. So, I mean, like,
this is so good.
I swear
Hellsing
by
Abridged. That was another good one.
They're good.
While we're on the topic of anime, do you have a favorite anime?
I'm not. I used to watch anime a lot. I am not as much of an anime watcher. I've had people suggest stuff, and I don't know. I can't. My favorite anime shows are actually the Yu-Gi-Oh ones. Are some of my favorites because they're funny. Like, I don't. The thing is, I'm actually not necessarily into serious anime as much. Like, people have shown me serious anime, and I actually told them I got bored, and they were so upset. There was one, I don't remember the name of it.
Goofy shit.
Like, some that are movies, I'm good with. Like, I'm fine with the movie because it's like 2 hours. But there's like serious shows that I've had recommended to me, and they're like, "What'd you think of it?" I was like, "I'm kind of bored, actually. This is like too real. It's too serious. I don't want to watch it because it's like, I don't know. I don't want to like deal with that. So, like, I like go towards the funny ones because I don't know. I just want some humor. I don't really want to do like the serious ones where they're touching like really serious topics because I'm like, I'm
good.
I don't know. This isn't for me. It's just not for me. But Yu-Gi-Oh for sure. I've watched Code Geass. Like, that was good. Yeah. I enjoyed that. I swear by a show called Tenchi Universe. Tenchi Universe, if you want to look that familiar? Up. Because it's like a silly anime. It's one of my favorites. It's where this guy called Tenchi, he's just like a suburban kid with his dad and grandfather and a bunch of aliens they're all women, land on the planet, and they're at his house. They all just decide to stay with him, and they're all madly in love with him, basically. And it's just freaking funny. There's some sequences in the show where they're just like, "Oh, Tenchi, I'm pregnant with your child." And it's like it's an egg. In the context of the show, the spaceship of one of the characters is like a rabbit, basically. I'm just gonna say it's a rabbit, but the rabbit is born from an egg, and it's like a phoenix. It resurrects itself. So it's destroyed. It resurrects itself as an egg, and the character, who's a pirate named Ryoko, has the egg, and she's like jokingly flirting with Tenchi, and she's like, got this egg, and everyone's like, "Where's the egg? Who's that?" It's like, "Oh, Tenchi and I had a baby, and here's the egg." And it's just like freaking stupid. It's so stupid and funny in the concept of the show. You're just like, every episode is silly, joking. They're all trying to like be with him, and they're all like doing the most ridiculous things to be with him, and it's just like,
right. And
then it only gets serious in the last like 2 episodes, and even then it boils down to like a lightsaber fight. They have like lightsabers, and I'm like, oh my god. But it's funny. Like, if you like really silly, I would say even just like dumb humor, but contextually it's like, oh my god, it's so good. Oh man, I could watch that show any day of the week and I would still laugh. There's so many good parts to it that I can't stop laughing at. That sequence with the whole egg is because everybody's reactions are just like, how can you have an egg for a child? But his dad and grandfather, like, oh my god, congrats to my son. It's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Good job, boy.
And then like, it's, oh my god, the whole episode is just ridiculous. I love it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go see if I can find me some clips on YouTube.
It's like 25 episodes.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not too bad of a watch.
Oh my god, it's just like the whole thing, except for the last like 3 episodes, is just all humor, and it's all just ridiculous. I mean, it's perfect for me. I love that stuff. Can't get enough of like humor, even unintentional humor like Yu-Gi-Oh. Can't get enough of it. It's like my sugar. I just can't get enough of it. It's like krill.
It's your I was about to say, I'm like, is that your krill?
It's krill. I can't get enough of it. So good.
10 out of 10 krills.
Yeah, those anime are great. I've shown some of my friends that one too, and they don't like it as much because the humor is kind of like dumb and silly, and it's like it takes a certain person to enjoy it. But oh man, it's great.
If you get it, if you get it.
If you get it, you get it.
Get
100%. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, okay, that's fine. But it's like it's dumb humor. You have to be ready for that.
But I'll go in mentally prepared. Ooh, do you have a favorite movie?
God, do I have a nothing off the top of my head that's like de facto my favorite.
Screaming.
I like all sorts of movies though. Like nothing really that I would say is my favorite off the top of my head. But like I have a lot of good
genre that you like.
I like comedy movies of a certain kind. I really get into those Deadpool movies because it's like a little bit of action, comedy, all very silly, kind of in the moment, really funny. I like action movies. I don't care if they're stupid or not, in the sense that there's like just no plot or it's a nonsensical plot. I've seen some really good action movies. One of which that jumps out to me that like immediately is a good example. There's a movie that came out a fairly long time ago called The Protector. Really good choreography for martial arts. The plot is very silly, but the movie's choreography is really good. I can't get enough of like the Godzilla kind of like monsters just beating the crap out of each other. Like I enjoy a lot of different types of movies that are just like, the way I would say it is, I mean, it's like popcorn movie. You just relax and eat popcorn and like, it's just, there's a couple
it's
that
a
are
good
really
sit down and chill and just enjoy.
It's like, yeah, there's just monsters fighting on the screen. I'm good with this. This is good. This is good enough. This is really good.
I want more.
This is like, yeah, they're just fighting each other. Like, this is great. I'm good here.
Mega's in chat saying, film talk. Do I need to put my film major glasses on? You can if you win. We're just talking favorite movies.
I like horror movies a lot, actually. If there's a genre I'd say I like a lot, horror movies are really good. Old ones, I like the older ones a lot. I don't like the teen kind of slasher, or like, I watched a paranormal movie like a month ago. I was so bored out of my mind. It was wild how bored I was. I don't know who enjoys
Paranormal
that.
Activity, or was it just like a paranormal like?
No, it was the movie was called. I think it was just called Paranormal Activity. Was the movie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Paranormal Activity. Those movies are like, they're like New Age Blair Witch is what I like to refer to them by.
I was like, who enjoys this? I need to know so I can immediately cross them off the list as like, please don't. I don't need to talk to you.
First two are like kind of boring. Third one picks up like after the third one, it picks up a little bit.
Good.
So many in the fucking series though.
I was just a little bit tired of like, well, I mean, obviously, like you play a game like Phasmo, it's the same idea, right? It's obviously the same idea. I was just like, it's been an hour, and the most interaction I've gotten with the like ghost in this case is like they creak the floorboards, and I'm just like, oh my god, can we just kill somebody on the screen? Let's just get a little bit. Let's see something else.
It's creaking the floorboards and just fucking with the wife.
Yeah, I was just like really bored. I watched the whole thing, but man, I was bored. But like some of the older ones are really good. Like I like Hellraiser. That one's a really good movie. That's like a really creepy movie. The
Hellraiser series is pretty good. I've seen those have been a recent one.
Yeah. They did a remake on Hulu or something. I didn't like that one as much, but I like the old one. Yeah, I like some of the older horror movies actually. They're like Alien. Oh god, Alien. Can't get enough of that. Aliens.
Have you played Alien Isolation?
I haven't played Isolation. I've been told I should play it, but yes, like Alien movies are great. Love those. Those are all really, really good. Yeah, I'm pretty into the horror stuff. I just don't like the teen slasher kind of horror. Like I like it when it's funny, but if it's just stupid, it doesn't work for me. Like it has to be like kind of dumb and funny at the same time. But if it's dumb and boring, I'm like, okay, no.
It's not good.
I'm like, no, thank you. Like, could be doing something else.
You might like the most recent Scream that just came out. like Scream. I think it was like 7. I think it was 7. Yeah, because they're about to come
Okay.
out with 8.
Okay. I haven't seen a Scream movie in a
Because
long time. Yeah.
it's of course it's good old Ghostface. It's and basically it has Jenna Ortega, and I can't remember what the like older sister is, but they are the daughters of one of the first ghost faces from the first one.
Oh, okay.
Not Matthew Dillard, but the other one.
Okay.
But it just has like it references like a lot of like horror, like horror cliches. They're like, if we all split up, like obviously in the movies we're going to die. Like they obviously bring this up, and like and it's I think you'll really enjoy it. It has like a nice little blend of like humor. Also, it's pretty gory. Not like pretty. It's not like overly gory, but it's got a little bit of gore.
Okay.
It's got some good fight scenes.
I'll have to take a look. I'll definitely take a peek. I just like, there are definitely nights where I'm like, I don't want to go to bed yet. I'm gonna pop like a random horror movie I find on a streaming service. So I'll like try and find something, and like I will stumble upon all sorts of things. That there was one that recently came out called like Malignant. That one was actually okay. I thought it was like pretty silly, but
a lot of people said that one was pretty scary. A lot of people said that was one.
Yeah, I thought it was also I thought it was a little bit silly, but I also was like, this is like actually fairly entertaining. So I was like, okay, this is fine. But then I've seen stuff like I saw a movie called like Ouija board. Ouija?
Oh yeah, Ouija.
Yeah, that one I don't recall if I enjoyed that one as much. There was something about it I was like, I kind of wanted more out of it. I don't know. Some horror movies I can really
it was left a little lacking.
I can get behind certain ones. But others no.
Others aren't.
I can't
dropped a fun alien fact. The exposed tendons in the xenomorph in the first Alien were shredded and painted condoms because they were the most lifelike appearance of tendons.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's cool. That's the cool kind of stuff I liked about the older horror movies too, is they had to work with certain other things. They had to work with animatronics probably. You know, they didn't necessarily have the same like
body
stuff.
Suits.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, it felt I liked it more. I liked it a lot more.
The horror felt more like real than compared to like what CGI is. Now, mind you, there's some really good CGI out there nowadays.
Oh yeah, of course.
But there's just something about makeup artistry, and especially nowadays, like makeup artistry, like especially in the special effects end, has developed so much. From just like making movies to transferring over to like the cosplay end. Like special effects have come a super long way. I feel like people should go back to using it in horror movies. I feel like it would be really good.
It's very interesting when it's used appropriately. It like works pretty well actually. Watching it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I can't remember if I think they built the suit, but for the movie Scary Stories That You Tell in the Dark. I believe, I can't remember if it was an animatronic or a person, but they still made the suit though.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like CGI. It was very fun and also a lot more creepier.
Yeah, no, I think there's something about like it looks more real. Obviously CGI isn't, but like the animatronics and all that, it's just like it adds to the reality of it. Obviously, it's just as it should be, more real.
Exactly. They also said that horror is both the easiest and the most difficult film genre to do. Scary is scary, but good scary is hard to achieve. True. True.
Yeah, if you can get it right. I don't need like slasher horror or anything like that, but like there's there was like a Halloween movie that came out when they rebooted the Halloween series like a couple years ago. The first Halloween movie was actually really good. That one was really good. The rebooted one
was good. The rebooted Halloween Kills was meh.
No, that one I had a harder time with some of the newer ones. The most recent one people really didn't like as much, but I actually kind of liked it. I thought it was interesting. But I know yeah, I actually thought it was interesting. I was like really interested until the end, but because I don't know, I thought they were going to go in like an interesting direction with it, where they were gonna have like it was almost like they were gonna create a new Michael Myers with this like one kid, with this one like young guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that'll be interesting. I wonder if like they'll do that, and then they didn't do it. I was like,
Nope.
oh, they fell back to the norm. I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, oh, that would have been kind of interesting.
Right, it would have been a nice change up in the series, you know.
Yeah, it would have
a nice little reboof.
They were setting up for it too. I was like, oh, they're like kind of setting up for this. So I thought it was gonna work, and then they just dropped it at the end. I don't know.
I think halfway through, like the writers are like, no, we can't do it. We can't change it.
Oh, because yeah, I mean, like it's a Halloween movie. If Michael Myers isn't in it, it's like, well, some producer freaked out. Some producer was like, no, wait, we need Michael Myers.
It's gotta always be Michael.
Mm-hmm.
What is an animated movie or series that you would want to live in?
One second.
Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Let me actually get my water real quick. Everyone get your hydrations in. Make sure to be a hoe for H2O.
Okay, sorry, you'll have to repeat that.
No worries. What animated movie / series would you want to live in?
Oh, I think I feel like, okay, I know Pokemon's a game, but that would be like an interesting world to be in.
Mm-hmm. Be able to like be a little friend.
Yeah,
my luck would be my luck would be that I would get like a Magikarp for my Pokepal.
Yeah, I would say Pokemon for sure.
Good choice. And also like also just like the fact that like Pokemon, like especially like once you're in like cities and stuff, like they're friends. They'll help you out. Like I'm not much into like I lost my train of thought. Holy sweet Lana. I'm so sorry, Otto. I am like short circuited. Give me a second.
Okay.
Ooh, my brain. What is going on?
Plug back in. Just
I
gotta
can
turn it off
literally
and
hear
on
the
again.
boot up noise in my head.
Just turn it off and on again. That's the save.
Okay, let me try this again.
Okay.
All right. Pokemon is a great series. I love the world. I'd probably end up getting stuck with a Magikarp and have to carry like a bowl, like just like my fish in a bowl with me everywhere, like in Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Like if we're looking at it like in that sense. But no, I feel like Pokemon's a really good choice. I feel like it's a good choice. A lot of building activity. What Pokemon would you have?
I feel like the answers should be obvious. I'll let you guess.
Is it going to be a Whalmer?
It would be a Whalmer or a Wailord. You bet.
Yeah.
You bet it would be. Love that thing. Love it.
It's a big old baby.
It is. The big old baby is so happy. It's such a happy thing. It's so happy. Can't go wrong with it. And it's like it's like your cruise ship. You know, the Wailord's a cruise ship. You just hang on.
Yeah.
Hang out on it. Looks like a sweetheart.
So here on this channel, there is a great debate. They're in this lagoon. We have a family rule, and it's big debate. It's caused many a wars, many a hardships, many a fights. And you've met me, Otto. We've hung out a little bit. I'm a very agreeable person most of the time. I'm not a hater to a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
Except for one thing.
Okay.
Ranch or blue cheese, sir? Where do you stand on the line?
Ranch or blue cheese? I guess ranch.
Ranch or blue cheese?
I guess ranch. I'm sorry. I was just like, I don't. Yeah, I guess ranch. I don't really have blue cheese, so.
No. Blue cheese.
Okay.
Terrible.
Okay, I see. So I picked the right answer, is what you're saying.
You picked the great answer.
Okay, good.
You picked the right answer.
Just wanted to make sure.
In this lagoon.
Okay, good.
You're always welcome.
Okay, good.
I'll make sure to have a bucket of krill for you every time.
Oh,
Don't
perfect.
you worry.
Thank you. That means a lot.
You are always welcome here in the lagoon. Now, you blue cheese people, you're so welcome, but you don't get the krill.
Dang.
That's only for the ranch lovers.
Actually rejecting the blue cheese gamers. Wow.
Yep.
Oof.
Yep. I said I'm not a hater to a lot of things, but it's just blue cheese. It's just blue cheese. I can't do it. It's just I can't.
I've never.
It's my final line.
To be fair, I've never had it, so I just feel like ranch is like, well, I've had it, and so I'm good with that.
So you're pure then.
Oh, so I'm pure. Yes, yes, exactly. Yes.
You haven't been tainted.
Not yet.
By the moldy cheese.
Not yet, but you never know. Like somebody may just like have me.
May taint you one day.
They may like push me to the dark side. I guess. Who knows?
No. When that day comes on, we must fight.
We'll fight. Okay.
We'll have a battle of the seas.
I'll bring my my greatest weapon, a krill. I'll have like a little krill on my fin. Like, you better watch out. This is dangerous.
Like, oh, you don't have to worry about me. You just gotta worry about my friend here. Whips out the krill.
I'll have like a krill. You'll blink and it'll be gone. You're like, where'd the krill go? And I go, oh, whoops, I ate it. Whoops.
Oops.
Well, I guess that was it. That was the weapon I should.
No battle here today, I guess.
Exactly.
And I'd be like, oh, boy, you want to go find some more krill?
Exactly. Then we'd like be friends, and it wouldn't matter anymore. Be like, oh well, exactly. I can't be mad. I can't stay mad at you, and then you just like move on.
Exactly. I can't. You're just so precious. Look at the precious whale. You just be baby.
Squishy.
He's genuinely
secret kriller weapon. Oh my! Yes. One of my wonderful YouTube enjoyers just popped in. Secret kriller weapon. Secret kriller weapon. Yep.
Or your serial kriller weapon.
Yes, I'm a serial kriller.
Oh, I need what is it? My Lover's the song. My Lover's a serial kriller.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's about.
Ooh, do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Just like
no, I just hard no. No, I don't. No, I don't.
That's okay. That's okay.
Nope. Quick and easy. Nope.
Quick and easy. What's your biggest fear?
I don't know about biggest fear, but I do have like a moment where I was the most scared in my life. I was on like a outdoor retreat thing when I was in school, and during the outdoor retreat, most of the people in the retreat were like in tents and stuff, but there was like there where we were, there was like a big teepee that had like some beds set up in it. So I kind of I told her, actually, am I allowed to sleep in this thing? And I was allowed to, and so I slept in it, and I could have sworn in the middle of the night I kept hearing noises, like breathing, and I was so scared to look because I thought where we were, I thought there were going to be like bears or something. So I was too scared to move, too scared to turn and look. I was like shaking. So I think the scariest thing is probably just like I'm in like a situation where like if I feel like I have move, I may like get really hurt. And those situations like really scared me. Like that was like the most scared I've ever been. I don't know about specific fear outside of that. I mean, like, I don't like disappointing people. I'm always afraid I'll disappoint somebody. So that's another thing that I always am afraid of. I just don't want to disappoint you. So that's another one.
You'll never disappoint me, Otto. Never. Never, ever.
I hope not. That's like my big
Shirk
one.
will always understand.
That's my big one. That's the big one.
Nah, you are genuinely, Otto. You have literally been one of the sweetest people I've gotten to meet, like through VTubing. Like genuinely, you are always so kind. You're like, you just have this very like gentle energy, and I mean that with my heart. And that, yeah,
gotta stay comfy. You can't.
Exactly.
I'm like very low energy at this point. I'm kind of like low energy, like relaxed, comfy. I don't know. Being high energy is too much for me. I'd probably just like pass out. Be like, nope, too tired. Don't want to yell.
I could see you being like super high energy for at most like an hour, and then just be like,
oh, I'd pass out. If I was like a high energy kind of streamer where I'm like yelling and getting really into a game, I'd probably just be like, I'll just fall asleep. I just pass out.
Just TP.
I just be too sleepy. I'm like, I can barely do like a 2.5 hour stream. You put me on like an hour stream of me like yelling or like trying to move around too much. You might just get a pillow. Just get a pillow. I'm about to lie down. About to pass out.
Just to pass out. It's about to be a 24-hour stream.
No, I can't. I did I tried to do a 10-hour stream. I got about No, I tried to do a 12-hour stream. I got 8 hours into it and I was like, yep, this is it. And then I finished it at 10 hours and I was like dead. I was just like, good night. I'm going. Good night. I'm out of here.
You're like,
people who do 24-hour streams, I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I'd be passed out after like 8. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, I'm riddled with ADHD.
I don't. It's like, it's too much for me. I like, man, it's so much. I'm like, I get enough, energy through the day of like doing work and then doing a stream and then like doing other stuff. I couldn't imagine doing 24 hours of like actually giving full energy on a stream for 24 hours. No, I don't think I could. I just don't think I could do it.
Dude, I'm a psychopath. Literally, I went from I did sleep. I did get a little nap it on stream, but like doing the little 24-hour subathon I did on Wednesday on Wednesday, I literally ended it at 7, slept for like another like hour and a half, got up 8, and then went and worked like a 12-hour shift.
I don't know. I don't know.
At my job.
That's wild. I'd be like, hey, I know I said I know I was gonna do a 24-hour subathon, but nope. I'd be like, nope, good night. Going to sleep. Going to sleep. That's why if anybody says like you should do a marathon 24-hour stream, you'd be like, you'd have to give me a lot for that. That's like I'd have to have like 6 coffees next to me or something.
You'd have to have like little break periods, like scheduled breaks to get like little naps in.
I'd probably just say I'm gonna sleep. I'll just be like, okay, well, I'll do like a marathon, but I have to be able to sleep. Otherwise, I'll probably get sick, to be honest. I don't do well with like even like only like 8 hours. Even with like if I only have 7 hours of sleep during the week each day, I'll get sick. Like I just know I will. It's not it for me.
Oh yeah, I just need 4 hours and a will to live.
You powered through it. Like, that's like I'm impressed. Like don't have that willpower. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you so much for the hydrate, Mega. Don't forget to also get your hydrate into Auto. As aquatic creatures, we gotta be hosed for H2O.
I have tea. I'm a big tea person now. I have tea every day. I go to Panera and I get one of their like honey-based herbal teas, and I just get that every day. It's really good.
Ooh. Actually sounds really good.
Every day.
See you. Are we on? Oh yeah. Do you like roller coasters?
When I was younger, yes, but when you become a boomer, you start to realize, wait, this is less fun and more headache. My record for roller coasters in a day was like I went on 10 in a single day, and the headache I had was horrible. I could go on like maybe 1 or 2, but I just get like, especially if it's bumpy, I'll get a headache.
Yeah.
I went on a coaster at Disneyland actually. Like a couple months ago. I don't remember what it was called. It was Space Mountain. It was like the Space Mountain or whatever it was called.
Space Mountain.
Yeah, that one was like, that was a struggle. I'll just tell you right now, that was a struggle. I was like, oh, am I gonna, okay. This might be a little bit too much for me now. And to be fair, like, certain roller coasters, for folks that, don't know, they're not built for tall people. So when you're tall and you go in the coaster, it's really uncomfortable. So like I'm kind of tall. This coaster was made for, not me. It's really uncomfortable sitting in this thing. So like there's like I like coasters like maybe 1 or 2, But if it's really bumpy, or if it's like kind of uncomfortable to sit in, I don't know. Not a fan. Not a huge fan. But yeah, I could do like 1 or 2.
Excellent. Big VTuber meetup. I'll just hold the bags. I will just absolutely sit and hold the bags while everyone goes on roller coasters.
I can do 1 or 2, and then I'm sitting on the side. I'm watching other people do it. I'll do other stuff.
Excellent. We can chill together on the bench.
But I do like, there are certain rides, not roller coasters, that I really like, not that aren't roller coasters. Like, I like rides, just roller coasters are just tough.
Yeah. Ooh. So like when you say rides, like fair rides, it's a fair ride, so it's a circle, but it has like tiny circles inside the big circle.
Tilt-a-whirl.
Or yes, Tilt-a-whirl. God, wow, there actually is a lot of rides that are tiny circles inside the big circles. It's like either like there's the Tilt-a-whirl, but not the Tilt-a-whirl. It's called either the Sizzler or the Scrambler.
The Scrambler.
On where you are.
The Scrambler, I know of. That I know of.
There we go.
Do I like the Scrambler? Is what you're asking? I've never been.
That one's my favorite ride.
I don't think I've ever been on it. If I have, it was too long ago to remember. When I went to the fair, I wasn't actually on rides a lot when I was younger. I was playing all the games. I didn't do the rides as much. I'd only do rides at theme parks. So when I went to the fair, I would just go get like food, and then I would play the games. And I grew up in the Midwest, so some of the fairs had like pig racing.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
oh yeah,
that's some good stuff. You get the little,
I love me some pig racing.
You get the little pigs, and they just go off, and you're like, hell yeah, this is really good.
Right.
This is what I like to see. This is great. Look at him go. Oh, that one stopped and is eating the grass now, I guess. But it's like that's the ticket. That's the good stuff right there. Everybody else said, all these cultured folks, you haven't seen pig racing. Let me tell you, it was the highlight of the fair. We would go. I'm like, I wonder if the pig racing is going to be there this year.
Love,
that's good stuff. Let's go.
Fucking love pig racing.
So good.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
Back north, we didn't necessarily race pigs, but we did race reindeer.
Okay.
We let them loose.
Reindeer is crazy, by the way, because those things are, how big are they?
They're like about the same size as a caribou.
I feel like that's pretty big.
It's like a little bit bigger deer.
Okay.
More like a more beefy deer, yeah.
Because those are like deer. I think deer are big. So
deer are pretty big, crazy. But reindeer are pretty, or like more beefier reindeer.
Yeah.
Or more beefier deer. But yeah, no, we used to race reindeer, and then is it? When Iditarod was around, we used to, like the whole running of the bulls in Spain. We used to do the running of the reindeer.
Oh my gosh, running of the reindeer. That's scary. We didn't do any of that, from what I remember. We didn't do any of that. It was just the pig racing, and that was like the every year we would talk and be like, wonder if they're gonna do pig racing this year. Like, we gotta go see that.
Would they ever
escape?
Auction off the best pig?
No. It wasn't like that. Where I grew up, like they would the fair, like we had like also a big state fair, and so like there was like huge sections of that fair dedicated to like farm animals and like the contests with the farm animals, like how big they are, things like that. There's like, it was pretty serious. Like it was serious. They had like huge like barns for that stuff. It was really, really unreal. They were serious about it.
I've been to the one in like Kentucky, and that one was pretty nicely sized. Because I was raised in the northern wilderness of Alaska.
Okay.
and you know, everything's real small out there. So just, you know, really coming out to a big city,
Mm-hmm.
big city, aka more country. Uh, just one of these days, I'm gonna find me the biggest state fair. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get lost.
You're probably looking for Texas. Apparently,
Mm.
Texas is very big. Minnesota is also very big.
You know, you wouldn't think Minnesota, but I'm surprised.
Yep. Minnesota's.
What's your favorite fair food?
Oh God.
Mm.
Well, at the same one, Minnesota State Fair,
Mm.
which is where I grew up.
Mm.
They had French fries and cookies, and these cookies.
Ooh.
Now the cookies were they're just chocolate chip cookies, and they'd sell like milk too. These cookies were so popular that I want you to understand, by the way, this fair. When I say it was popular, it was so popular, there were businesses that they worked these 2 weeks for the fair, and that was like their entire year's income. And they would make millions. So these cookies were like the most popular stand at the fair, and it would make millions of dollars just selling these cookies and milk at the fair. The cookies were like, I think they worked like the most popular stand. They were so good. They just like, it's like right out of the oven, melt in your mouth. Oh my God. Like you'd have to like make sure you don't eat all of them at once. Like it was so good. And they were even good like after a day or two. Those are good. And then they have these like French fries too.
After a day or two. That's how you know.
The fries there were also really good. The fries there were like the other really popular stand. They'd have like multiple of those stands too, by the way, in this fair. And they were all crowded at all times. So it was just like, it was unreal that these stands, they work for essentially 2 weeks, and that's their year. That's their year. And they just like, it would just be those. That's their entire year, and they make millions.
Oh, yeah.
Unreal stuff.
Wild. Mega says, are the butter people really a thing at the Minnesota State Fair? What are the butter people?
Butter people. Everything's fried there. That's the Minnesota thing. Everything's fried and on a stick. I've seen pizza on a stick. That was interesting. Everything. You fry it, or you put it on a stick. You fry candy. You fry like vegetables. You fry everything's fried. Everything's fried and everything's on a stick. So it's like one of the two. One of the two.
Delicious. Sounds like I need to go to Minnesota.
It's just, and it's massive. It's just like it was crowded all the time. Love it.
Oh, the way I love me some fair food. Oh my God, hit me with some funnel cake anytime.
Oh,
anytime.
You go there, you'll be overwhelmed. You're actually going to be overwhelmed. You'll just you won't believe it. You won't believe it. You'll go to you won't believe it. It's like it's wild. That's like the one of like maybe 3 things Minnesota is most well known for. And that fair, that people take it serious. That's not a joke. People don't mess around. It's the most important 2 weeks of the year for folks. Everybody's so,
that is their time.
That's their time. Like really, like there are people they're driving from all parts of the state or like from other states just to this one, and it's like the 2 weeks, like the big 2 weeks of the year.
Dang. Wisconsin also is just all fried on a stick. Oh yeah, deep fried Oreos and milk.
Wisconsin does that. They do like Fish Friday or something. There's like a tradition where they have fish every Friday or something like that.
I miss me some cheese curds.
Oh, the cheese curds.
I miss me some cheese curds.
Cheese curds good.
The way they used to, if you leave them out on the counter, they squeak on your teeth. Get that squeaky cheese. But getting back to the questions, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
If I had a superpower, what would it be? I would. Oh man, good one. I've always joked I would do something silly. The problem is, my jokes for that have always been like, I want all the powers I want. My power is all the power I want. I would do some silly stuff, but like if I could have my pick, it would actually be really nice to just like have a superpower to I would very much just like the power to produce money. That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Not just like
conjuration.
Yeah, like power of creation would be obviously like you'd conjure up some money. There you go. That'd be great. That'd be nice.
Right?
It'd be nice to have the power to create just about anything, or in this case, like his money would be great. It'd be nice. Be nice to have it to like just enough where I'd feel comfortable, and then just like donate it to a bunch of aquariums.
Watch you be stuck with like the ability to be like, yes, you can make
charities,
money, but you can only make a penny at a time.
Donate to a bunch of charities, people who need it, aquariums. Love me some aquariums. I'm big, by the way, on going to aquariums. I love aquariums. Obviously.
I wonder why.
Obviously. Yeah, I would just like produce money, get enough where I'd be okay, and then I'd just be donating it wherever and whenever. That'd be great. I'd feel better about it. I feel real good about it.
Yeah. Ooh, what is a cheesy song that you enjoy?
Humble bundle for whales, yeah. That's what I do. A cheesy song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. I don't know. Good question. I'm not a big music person, like I don't really listen to tons of like music. Mostly I just listen to like game music and like simple stuff. I don't know if I have one. I like listening to NSYNC actually and the Backstreet Boys. If it ever comes on, if that ever comes on, I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah. I'll listen to that. Sure. Why not?
Amazing.
Well, I would. I'd be like, yeah, this is great. Love that. This is catchy.
What a banger. What a bop.
Let me go back to music photos. Yeah. Gotta find cheesy stuff. Yeah, I'm not huge into like listening to all kinds of music. But like I'll listen to like right now I'm listening to Stardew Valley, like chill music. But like but if like something like Backstreet Boys, like NSYNC, something like that, some like pop song comes up, whatever, even like an older pop song, I'll be like, yeah, you know what, this is good. This is good stuff.
This is good. This is a good banger.
This is a banger. I'm good with this.
Ooh. Let's see. You have won $10,000. I want you to spend it recklessly. What would you spend it on?
Recklessly? Oh, okay.
Recklessly. On yourself.
Oh god, okay. I was about to say there would be a couple things I would actually do with it, but they're not reckless. God, 10,000.
Recklessly,
probably
that could also be like willy-nilly, like like buying a computer,
if I didn't have any like thoughts on anything else in my life, I'd immediately go plan out a vacation to like to somewhere. I'd immediately plan a vacation to somewhere and try and use as much of it as possible on the vacation. That's what I do. I'd like figure out like how to do 1 to 2 weeks somewhere with the 10,000, and just like if it's risky, this is risky, right? So I'm just gonna splurge it all on that. Or there's another splurge I've wanted to do. There's a beach town nearby, like an hour and a half away. If I'm splurging this money, I'm gonna spend all 10,000 on it renting. There's houses right on the water there. I'd spend all 10,000 renting that for a month. And I just sit at the window, and look out, and like
just watch the ocean all day.
I'm saying if that was risky, that would be my like. Okay, I don't want to save this 10K. I don't want to do anything else with it. I'm just gonna go rent like a house for a month near the water, and just have that. That's like my risky spend. Just like I want to enjoy something. It would either be like a nice trip or that.
I like it. What a good way to be risky. I like it. Well, we have finally reached the Would You Rather section.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, would you rather be in your favorite game but have to kill your favorite character, or be your least favorite character but you get to be the love interest to your favorite character?
Wait, okay. That last one. So I'm the least favorite character.
Your least favorite character, but you're also the romantic love interest for your favorite character.
Well, or I'm like my favorite character in a game I don't want to be in. What was the first one? Oh my god, that was
the first one is would you rather be in so you get to be in your favorite, but you have to kill your favorite character in the game. But you still get to be you and you get to still explore the world and stuff. Or you have to be your least favorite character, but you still get to live in that world and you get to be the love interest to your favorite character, but you have to be your least favorite character.
Okay, that's a long one. I'm like already forgetting again. So the first one, when I'd probably pick the first one here, which is I'm my favorite character, but I get to kill my favorite character. I'm in my favorite game and kill my favorite character. Is that what it was?
Yeah, you're in your favorite game, but you have to kill your favorite character.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
What?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
What's the game?
It would be Mega Man X, because that's my favorite game. And I'm totally fine killing X. Just taking over. I'm totally good with that. I'm totally good with that. Because, like my least favorite character in my favorite game, I don't know, but, like, there's no love interest in that series. At least off the top of my head, that's, like, for X. So, I'll just, like, yeah, sure, I'll be like, I'll take over for X. I'll be Zero or something. I'll be a different character. I'll be some other character. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh, good choice. I always love seeing what people say to that, because, like, either you're Delulu and you're like, yeah, I could be my favorite character only because I get to be with my boo. I get to be with my favorite character.
I get to be with my waifu.
I get to be with my waifu.
I'm like,
and then there's also people who are like, nah, I just want to live in the world. I could kill my favorite character.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. I like that. I'm good. That world's pretty cool. That world's pretty cool. I like Mega Man X. That world's pretty sweet.
Oh, I'm dead. Would you rather have your highest eliminations but be on a losing streak of 5 games?
Okay.
Or no kill streak, but you get roasted by someone in chat. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, or no kill streak, but you get roasted by someone in chat every game.
My choices are I get kill streaks but lose, or I get roasted. Yeah, I'm gonna take the I get kill streaks and lose, because I've played League of Legends, and I can tell you right now, League of Legends is one of my least favorite games. And it's not because of the game. It's because that community is so bad. Not everybody, obviously, in that community, but it's bad enough where I've played enough games where I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I'm tired of being told I have a mental disability in this game, or that someone's gonna, like, do something really bad, which I'm not gonna say on stream, to a family member. I'm good right now. I've actually been told in games, do you have, like, a mental disability? And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm done with this game. I'm gonna go play Stardew Valley. At least the farmers there aren't calling me horrible names.
Right? At least some of the farmers are gonna be mean to me.
I've never been insulted by that many 15-year-olds in games. It's like, it's enough.
League is terrible.
I'll just take the losing streak and, like, at least play well, because I mean, like, that can happen in any game. Like, you can play well and still lose a game, and it's just, it is what it is. But as long as nobody's roasting me about it, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just chilling, though. Losing streaks happen. It's frustrating, but whatever. Getting roasted by some random, like, person, which is probably, like, some kid. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good not dealing with that. I don't want to deal with that.
Completely understand.
Give me that kill streak. I'm clapping back. Yeah. Give me that kill streak.
Give me that kill streak and I'm clapping back. Exactly.
I'm good with that. Like, that's Overwatch sometimes. You know, you play super well in Overwatch and you lose, and, like, that happens.
That's what I was thinking.
I've had games like that. It's just like, yeah, you lose, it happens. It's a team game. Like, the team wins. Doesn't matter how well you do. Team wins.
Exactly. It's a group effort.
League of Legends has enough people. I mean, Overwatch has the problem too, but, like, every time I've played League, it seems to have become a problem. Because you're a new player in League, you don't know the game very well. You don't know a lot of stuff. So you're just, like, you're just dealing with people who are, like, in silver that think they're actually good at the game. You're like, yeah, I don't need to deal with your ego today. I'll go play something else.
Right. I'm gonna go have my fun somewhere else.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over here.
Exactly. You can.
I'm gonna go to the park.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go to the park. Gotta go touch grass or something.
Exactly. My favorite thing is I'm gonna go get laid. Bye.
I'm gonna go do things you're probably not doing. Bye.
Exactly.
It's all that
Let's
pent
see.
up
Our next
anger.
one.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's all that frustration.
exactly.
Ooh, would you rather have a Mercy that only does damage and doesn't heal, or an aggressive Reinhardt that charges in even when low?
Do I know either of the players? Like, are they friends or are they randoms?
They're your friends.
Oh, I'm good with either. I don't even care. I know somebody who I've egged on to be Battle Mercy. I've said if I see you heal, I'm gonna be upset. You shouldn't be healing. And if a Reinhardt's just diving in all the time, then the thing is I don't get mad. I just go, okay, I'm just gonna do that too. Let's just do it. Like whatever. Let's get Reinhardt. You know, what can I play that just immediately does that same thing? Okay, let's do that. I mean, if it was
randos,
if it was a rando, I'd be like, if it's just like a regular casual game, I'd probably be like, Mercy, I just want to like ask, are you going to be Battle Mercy the whole game? If so, like, I don't care, but just let me know. I don't want to like expect to heal. I don't want to get mad at you for not healing, so just tell me. If Reinhardt's just constantly diving, I'm not normally one to talk in games either, but if it's a casual game, I'll probably just like, Ryan, do you just want to be like that aggressive all the time? Like it's fine, but let me know and I'll switch to somebody just as aggressive and we'll just go in.
Right. We'll slam it together. We'll change plan.
We're just gonna punch the button go together. Like that's fine. I don't know. Like I don't talk in chats much in games. The only times I do are when somebody's just like really stupid, like really just like brain dead. They're saying something that's astronomically dumb, and usually that only happens in games that I'm like, I actually know what's going on. So I don't do that in Overwatch because I'm not like, I don't know what's going on that much. But I used to play a game. I used to play a game, Here's the Storm, and like those scenarios would happen where we'd get somebody who's like Ryan that just dives in, but then they'd complain to you that they're diving in and no one's helping, and you know you'd have to just calmly say, well, you're a DPS. You're a DPS. You sure you want to dive in? You have like no hit points. I've had people. Here's the Storm is a MOBA, by the way, for those that don't know. And it's like it's a little bit like League, but it's got some quirks to it that I think are interesting.
It's like Blizzard League.
Yeah, I once got shit from somebody who I was playing with that I was like kind of in comms with. They're like the way that Here's the Storm works, and this is just more context, is like I don't get mad at certain things. So like Ryan going in, I don't actually get mad at. But like there are these walls in the game that provide vision. So commonly what I do is I destroy it so the other team doesn't have vision. Yeah. It's like a ward in League. You want to destroy the wards, prevent vision. I once got like told off by somebody like, why are you wasting your time killing the wall? I casually explained to them why, and they didn't understand it. So I was like, okay, well, it's not my fault you don't understand the game. Like that's I'm explaining to you why destroying it's a good idea. And if you don't want to understand it, that's okay. Just realize you're in bronze still for a reason. So like that stuff, like I get mad because I'm like, well, I mean, like you're complaining because other people around you aren't very good. You're in bronze. Why do you think you're there? It's just like you know, hello, this is planet Earth calling. Are you available? Like, are you here? I'm like, it's just like I don't get those people. I'm fine with people that are pretty aware that what they're doing is like probably not a good idea, and they're like, but at least they're willing to like learn. It's the people that don't want to learn. You're just like, okay, you're not willing to learn, and you're complaining about it to other people. Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, why do you think you're a low rank? Why are you a low? Exactly. You know, this is why. This is the reason why.
It's because you won't listen to others.
So yeah, if Ryan wants to go in and if Mercy wants to battle Mercy in a ranked game, I'd be upset because it'd be like, okay, well, you're just throwing. In a quick play, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, whatever, it's quick play. We're just having fun.
Let's see. Would you rather have to yell "It's high noon" every time it's noon every day,
Oh God.
or have to say, I got my sights. I got you in my sights every time you see someone you know.
High noon every day.
It's high noon.
And I'd have to scream it. Yeah, it's probably high noon. Probably
Yep.
high noon. That'd be great. I'd enjoy that thoroughly.
Just anyone you see, I've got you in my sights.
I'd be more than happy to scream that on phone calls too at work. Hold on, team. I need a second, and just scream it. Sorry about that.
It's high noon. Okay.
Sorry about
Anyway.
Yeah. Got you in my sights goes hard. True.
Let's see. Okay, so moving on to the fuck, marry, kill section.
Okay.
This is where we put all the Overwatch baddies.
Okay.
First off the back, we got D.Va, Mercy, and Widowmaker.
Let's see here. D.Va. Okay, D.Va, Mercy. Well, if it's the battle Mercy, you know, of course we're gonna kill that. I would have to say marry D.Va, probably fuck Widow on that
one. Really?
Yeah.
What if it's like witch skin Mercy?
Probably kill anyway. Probably kill anyway, and then say that's for not rezzing me.
That's
That's what you get for not healing and rezzing me.
I fucking
That's what you get.
I think you were the first person to kill Mercy.
I don't know, like, I don't know. Mercy's fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Widow's got some of those nice assets, so can't complain. Can't really complain on that one. D.Va just seems really, like, fun and nice. D.Va seems fun. Mercy doesn't seem fun. Mercy would bore me. I'd be so bored.
Yeah, Mercy Loki kind of Mercy. I feel like she's just like, oh, I'm just going to be. I'm at work all the time. I don't have time.
Oh,
Widowmaker
God.
literally killed her husband. But I feel like D.Va would play like video games with you and stuff.
D.Va would be fun. Widow wouldn't be, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's hard to ignore.
Good smash.
It's hard to ignore all that. Mercy, I would be bored. I'd be insanely bored every day. It would just be like doing the same stuff kind of everyday vibe. I'd be like,
it's that missionary lifestyle. Just same position, same thing every day.
I'd be like, okay, yeah, yay, same dinner again, woohoo! It's like, I don't know.
Oh boy, steak and potatoes.
Like, oh goody, super bored. Yeah, I feel bored. D.Va would be fun. It'd be like kind of a change of pace. I feel like everything would be a change of pace. And yeah, so that's why Mercy's got to go.
Her high, I feel like D.Va's high energy would match your chill vibe. You guys would bring a nice balance to each other. The next one is Malga, Hanzo, or Baptiste.
Malga, sorry, not manga. Not manga. Malga. Malga. I don't know too much about Malga, but Baptiste. I don't know too much about any of them actually. Hanzo. I'm gonna say kill the Hanzo. Hanzo doesn't have the vibes for me. But man, that Malga. I need to know more about Malga. I kind of want to say marry. Malga seems like a really chill guy, actually. He seems chill.
Big beefy man.
He seems big, beefy, chill guy. Probably makes a really good dinner. Probably makes a mean dinner.
Bruh, the way he be flirting with Mercy in some of these voice lines.
Malga's like, he's got some fun to him. He's got some fun to him. And then Bap, yeah, sure. Bap will be like the fuck. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Man, he's got that open shirt, skin with those nice white khakis.
Yeah, but Malga's gonna make dinner. He's gonna make the dinner. He's gonna make like a really nice, probably like barbecue or like grill dinner, something like that. And it's probably just gonna be really freaking good.
It'll be delicious.
Yeah, thanks again. I'm so glad I left Mercy for you. This is so much better.
He would. I bet you he would get you all the krill.
Everything. Everything I would want. He would know. He'd know how to get it,
delight.
know how to get it, know how to cook it. He'd give it to me. Easy.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Zarya, Ash, or Brigitte?
Oh man. Zarya, Ash. I'm gonna say Brigitte's probably gonna be the Mary. I think Ash is the fuck, which means Zarya is gonna be the pass or kill on this one.
No, her mighty bubble.
I know. I was about to say, I was like, man, I feel bad on that one because Zarya also seems really cool. Yeah, I feel like Brigitte would be like, Brigitte's gonna be my shield, right? Like, there you go.
Yeah.
Ash.
She's taking care of Reinhardt all these years.
I swear to God, Ash is the cowgirl that we need in our lives. Like that's all I'm gonna say. Like I was like, yeah. I was like, what character are you gonna play, Autumn? Be like, man, I've seen Ash. Yeah, she's great. That's a good one.
Ooh,
she's got that good stuff.
She got the right stuff. Especially her summer skin with with Bob.
I'm just saying, like, and Bob's keeping watch out, so Bob's keeping it, making sure we don't get disturbed, you know.
Exactly. Bob, do something.
Bob, keep an eye out.
Exactly. We got we're going robots.
Okay.
We got Orisa. We got Bastion. And Zenyatta.
That's the robots.
The robots.
Orisa, I'm gonna give Orisa the smash one. I'm gonna give Orisa the fuck on that one. I'm gonna give Orisa that one. I'm gonna say Bastion, Mary, and Zenyatta I'm gonna pass on.
Oh, you
Bastion looks so
people,
kind. Bastion looks really kind.
He's precious. Genuinely precious.
He's genuinely precious. I don't think we can kill that.
He's just being so mean.
Nothing against Zenyatta, but
exactly. I'm not a big fan of balls.
Just too many balls, you know.
Too many balls.
It's a little too many. Unexpected number of them. And he's got that like negative one. I don't know. I forgot what it's called. The Discord or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, the Orb of Discord.
Yeah, the Orb of Discord. I don't know. I feel like if I made him mad, he would just throw that on me all the time. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
We don't need that in our lives.
Nope.
Ooh, okay, so we're going Junker Queen. We're throwing Ash back in there again. And we're gonna do you know what? We're gonna do Brigitte this time again. I'm gonna see if you change out.
Immediately will. Yeah, Junker Queen is the biggest smash I think I've ever had in my life. That's the biggest one. That would be like that. I think I would actually break bones on that one. Bones would be broken. That would be death by Suzu. Then I'll switch. I'll probably switch to Ash Mary on that one because I can't give it up. The Orb of Discord moderators. Yeah, and then Brigitte's going. I can't give Ash up. I can't give Ash up. It's too much.
It's too much. You've got a lockdown.
Junker Queen would actually break bones, and that's like a story. The thing is, that's like a story you can tell. It's like, no, just one night with Junker Queen. Like, let me tell you what happened.
She'll break your bones.
My knee is like dislocated. It was wild. The doctor asked what happened. I said, well, let me tell you.
I had a story to share.
Rugby
you got
in there.
Some time?
It was like rugby in there. It's crazy.
Ooh, okay. Roadhog, Torbjorn, and Sigma.
Roadhog, Torbjorn, or Sigma.
Yep.
Oh, I hate Sigma. No, I hate Sigma. Sigma's going first. I actually hate Sigma. I hate him in game. I just hate him in the game. Like, I hate playing against him. I've told other people this. I think he's the most boring character in the game. He's so boring. He's an immediate out. So really, it's just Torbjorn and who was it?
Roadhog.
Roadhog, right? Oh God, Roadhog. Oh man. I guess. Oh man. Guess fuck Roadhog. Roadhog doesn't strike me as a great Mary, so Roadhog's gonna get the one time, and yeah, Roadhog's gonna get the one time on that one.
You gonna marry Mr.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Mr.
marry Mr.
Torbjorn
Torbjorn. Mr. Torbjorn's great.
He's a great choice, and you know, I feel like he's neat.
Sigma can't. He's like the character's lore is probably like, you know, he's completely different. I hate it. I hate playing against Sigma. He's so boring. It's so boring. It's like, oh, I'm shooting at you. Oh, yay, you're absorbing my bullets. Wow, so fun. Oh, look, a barrier. Yay.
A giant rock.
Look, giant rock. Yay. This is so boring. I see him so much because he's good, and I'm like, oh, okay. Please, anything else.
What's next? You're like, please, another tank. Please,
can we just see any other tank but this?
We're gonna go. Let's see. Oh. We'll do Reaper, Soldier 76, and you know what? Doomfist.
I'll probably kick Doomfist out, I think. And I think I'll go with no. That's no. I think only because I think Reaper's the fuck here. Reaper's got like,
oh yeah,
when he doesn't have the like full outfit, he looks really good. And Soldier 76 is a Mary. That guy, he's just like the quintessential dad. So
literally
going there, he's just like the dad.
There's a whole outro scene for it. He has a whole steak cooking scene.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I came home and there was a barbecue already going. Awesome, amazing.
Right? Man's already cooked. House is clean.
He's got shit down. Holy moly, amazing.
He's husbando material. Absolutely.
That would be
And Reaper's absolutely that smash, especially it's like,
yeah, it's just like yeah.
This is that gravelly voice in his ear.
He's just yeah.
Like, oh, hello, yes, sir.
I was like, all right, yeah, this is great. Back to Soldier over here.
It ties in with my love for Ghostface, my love for Reaper.
Oh my goodness.
Like, if you look at his mask, just look at it. It kind of gives that ghosty face kind of vibe.
Like, I'm surprised they don't have like a ghost face kind of outfit for
Halloween.
Yes.
Bruh, Blizzard, get on that, please.
Blizzard pulling out.
Do the deal.
Yeah, get the deal done.
Make it happen. I know you say you're an indie company, but listen, you also forgot the words multi-billion-dollar indie company.
Hey, listen, they got Transformers in there. They can get you know, Ghostface. You got Transformers.
Exactly. Me, an asexual with Ghost from COD, on God, saying yes, stamp of approval. It's absolutely. We'll do Venture. We'll do.
I hate Venture. I hate that character.
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately that one's out. Hate that character.
Venture's dying.
Immediately out.
Venture. We'll do Kiriko, and no, we'll do Diva again. We'll see what you do with your wifey.
I'd probably marry Kiriko in this case.
Smart choice.
Seems nice. Yeah. No, Venture's out immediately. Like the instant Venture walked into the room when I was making choices, I'd be like, yeah, she can just. They can just go right back out the door. Just get them right back out. They can just leave right now. I hate that character. It's so annoying. Playing against Venture is just like a nightmare for me. I hate the character. Ugh. I'm sure the lore is great, but I just get so tired of it. I get so tired of it. It's like Sombra. I get tired of Sombra too.
Oh God, yeah.
I get so tired.
I uninstall more than a Sombra.
Like Sombra and Venture are so annoying, and I'm just like, great. That like Sigma, Sombra, Venture are like the three-headed monster for me in that game. If any one of them is on the same team, I'll probably just leave and get into a new game. I'm like, oh no, I'm
You're
good.
like, I'll just wait. I'll take the penalty.
I'll just take this
15
penalty. Like,
minutes.
I'm out of here. I can't do this.
Who's that new hero that just dropped today?
Juno.
Juno.
Yeah.
We'll do Juno, Diva again.
Okay.
And May.
God, Juno is like super cool. She's cute.
Mm-hmm.
I like Juno. I'll probably marry Juno. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
She got probably really cool stories about outer space out, in the moon.
Right.
I'll do the Diva, fuck again, and May I'll probably pass on.
You going freeze out, May?
Yeah, I'm passing on May. I'm sorry, May. It's not you.
May.
It's not you. It's
me.
It's a tough lineup. It's a tough lineup, May. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, May. It's a tough lineup.
Tragic. Well, we've officially concluded our first round.
Okay.
How are you feeling so far?
Oh, I'm good.
Good. I'm glad. Having a good time. You enjoying the?
Yeah. Of course.
You're not feeling like you're being grilled.
No, not at all. This isn't. I'm not like getting these hard note questions like, Otto, where were you yesterday at this time when this happened? Like, I was probably eating krill.
Hanging out with some other whale friends and eating krill.
I was hanging out with Kailani and some whale friends. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Like, likely story. It seems like there's been a murder on 77th and Coral of a whale.
Oh gosh. Well, it definitely wasn't me. That's not me.
I don't know what happened there.
That's not who I am.
A whale shark.
A whale shark. It was a kriller. It was a kriller whale. It was a kriller whale. It was a kriller whale. It wasn't me. I swear. Couldn't have been me. Otto, what's that knife doing? Nothing.
Nothing. I don't know.
I was just cutting up some vegetables. I don't know.
For my krill. Yes.
For the krill, yeah. We were making a...
I was gonna give them a little make a little hot pot.
Yeah, we're making a hot pot. I was cutting up some vegetables. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Well, why is it red? I don't know.
Anyway. What time is it?
Oh, I'm dead. Well, for round two, these are the more like the streaming relating questions. Like, I know how you mentioned earlier you've been streaming. You said over 2 years at this point.
I've been a VTuber for over 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So that leads into my first question of what made you want to start streaming and what made you choose VTubing.
I'll just focus all of it on VTubing because I've been streaming for about 7 years. So,
oh shit.
For the VTubing side, what got me started was, and I've mentioned this in I did another interview like a week ago or something like that, and I did the same thing. So, basically, the way I started was I was originally a face cam streamer, and then I was in a Discord server with some folks, and we were playing a gacha game called Tales of Crestoria. And one of my friends invited another friend to do like some raids with us. And that person had a stream. They had like a Twitch. So I ended up like checking out their Twitch because we had been talking to them during all these like gacha game raids. And they were a VTuber. And I was like, wow, what is going on here? What's this? I was like kind of like thrown off. I thought it was a little bit odd at the time. Because I was like, I don't know what's going on. So I ended up like talking to them more about it, and they were explaining it all to me. And at the time also, I had some like pretty good friends they really like to make like silly jokes about me being like the size of a whale, which was like, it was harmless jokes for anybody that's worried it was mean. It was harmless. And so I was like, okay, well, as I was talking to this person more, I got really interested in it. And I said, well, wouldn't it be cool if I was like, if my model was the whale? So I thought it was like kind of unique. So I had another friend make the model, and I actually have the first model, or the first version of the whale. I just put it in your chat, and the
Yes,
second
we could do this.
version is that one. The
It
first
is
one,
so cute.
the first one, my friend said, I'm gonna make it dab though. I said, okay. And then the second version, we were like, well, can't we make it look like really comfortable? So he decided to make a neck pillow. So the next person that I asked to do the model and emotes, I'll just throw this emote, thought the neck pillow was its fins. So the fins became purple. So I didn't correct them, obviously, because the fins are still purple. So that's how I got into the VTubing scene, and that's how I figured out the character, and the model was the whale. And then Kailani came into it like 2 years ago when I really started getting into it, like a year and a half ago, because I wanted to do like a different PNG model. That's how I contacted Bryony to do the PNG model.
Okay.
I like suggested we do Kailani in it because I thought it would be interesting to have like a human also in the mix with it, to do like artwork and costumes and things like that. And also I ended up thinking it would be kind of funny because everybody does a humanoid for the model to do like a flip where I'm not the pet, I'm the VTuber, and Kailani is quote unquote the like the extra. So Kailani would do all the text to speech, she would do talking, but it was obviously it was like not me. And so like that's how I started VTubing, and that's how the model concept came to be. It was like kind of flipping the idea around, because not that I don't think like humanoid models are interesting or anything. I just was like, well,
it's definitely something very different. It would be funny. You have not seen.
Like it would be funnier. I thought it would be really funny. It would catch people off guard if it was like the whale is the one that's the model. So I thought that was cool. So that's how it like all came about. I thought it was really interesting that my friend got me into it, and she's still obviously like a really good friend of mine, and is like pretty much the person I always like talk to about like really specific stuff about VTubing and bounce ideas off of. And she does all my emotes now.
Yeah.
Except for a couple. But all my newer emotes, not the animated ones, like the static ones. So like where's a good one? Oh yeah, this one. So she does like most of my static ones now.
They're so cute.
She does the static ones, and the animated ones I have somebody else do, and I have some other statics that I have someone else do, but yeah, she's like very much involved still in all the stuff that I do for this, and like all the ideas I bounce off of her. She's like the first person I talk to.
I relate to this.
Yeah.
I relate to this one a lot.
She did that one too.
The jump one?
Yeah, she did that one. She's just great.
They're
she does
so
a really good
cute.
job. Yeah, she does a really good job. But yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's how I got into it.
That actually also tied into my next question of, do you have another VTuber inspired you to stream? That's cool that you just kind of, I feel like there's always like, it's either you kind of just like have it on VTubing, or like you kind of had someone like was art like that you knew who VTubing.
Yeah.
But God, out of your concept, it's so fucking cool.
That was
my
like
goodness.
It was like really important that the concept was as unique as I possibly could think of. And I've seen other people do this, I think, same thing, which obviously is like, I'm not like the innovator of this, obviously. But like, to me, the big thing was, I don't want to be just like the humanoid VTuber, like guy or male VTuber model. I was like, yeah, like that's cool, but it's more interesting when I'm not that. It's more interesting when I'm the whale, like the pet. The pet's the one in control. And so like I'm like the one that's in control, so to speak. And like,
what are you talking about? You're the pet here.
Oh, okay. See, I got text to speech on here. Kailani says I'm the pet actually. So
sweet girl.
But it's good, like, and like the text to speech makes it cool because like people in chat can do a redeem to make Kailani talk, and it's like they can actually like treat it like Kailani's the chat or so on. So it's like more interesting that way. I thought it would be more interesting, and I wanted her in there because I could do like different artwork with her involved. There was like some unique artwork I could do and play off of, as opposed to just the whale.
If you weren't a whale, would you have been anything else?
I don't think so. I can't see myself doing anything but the whale. I like thought about it of like, oh well,
Mm.
what if I had like a random Vroid model for that I made just like off and like it was a human, and I was like, no, this one's like the only thing that seems to resonate for me.
Mhm. Would you ever do like a gender bent version of Kalani and Otto?
If I swapped it, probably not. Probably not. I've been asked also if I like, as a joke, I would like actually take over as the Kailani voice for a day. I thought that would be funny for April Fools to do like,
That would be
oh,
funny.
actually, no, I don't think I would. I don't know. What I've got here actually works really well for me. So I've sort of like said, okay, nothing else seems to work for me. This is like kind of what I see myself as for however long. Outside of like some new model outfits that are going to get worked on.
Well, I love your model. I think it looks. What are 3 dream collabs? And I'm talking like big name YouTuber and big name streamers.
Okay.
Don't have to be VTuber.
I told this other person this. They asked me the same question. I told them I don't really watch big VTubers. Actually, I've seen some of their videos and clips. I have zero interest in collabing with them. Not because they're awesome or anything. I just don't really want to. The only person I've ever said I would collab with, and they still haven't, is the person that got me into it. She doesn't stream anymore. She's like the only person I've wanted to collab with that I haven't gotten to. That I could think of. Obviously, they're not a big VTuber. I don't know. I'm not like nothing against big VTubers or anything. It's not like it's not that at all. It's not like I don't like them or anything. It's just like I don't think of it that way. I don't have any desire. I'd rather just collab with some of the friends that I already have. And this person who I can dig up their channel actually. Oh, there's their Twitter. Like I said, she's the one that got me into this. So I've been asking her to collab years, by the way. It's been years trying to get her to figure out her schedule to do it. She's too busy. She's like went back to school and doing all this stuff.
You may have to send me the link. Personally, I think Nightbot might have said.
Oh, Nightbot blocked it? Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I think Nightbot was being a butt.
Yep, I threw it in Discord. There you go. Yeah, they're like the only person I've ever wanted to collab with that I haven't yet. Their model is, you probably can't see it because I don't think they have their VODs anymore. Their model is like,
still give them a following.
Oh god, it's excellent. It was like one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. Yeah. They're a perfectionist, so it had to be perfect, obviously.
I feel that. Oh my goodness. So normally I would ask, would you ever join a talent agency? But Otto, you have had the pleasure of starting your own, haven't you?
Yeah. We started a group. It's not, I wouldn't call it a talent agency. If I wanted to join a talent agency, I would, but it would have to be the right situation. But I know enough about this stuff I think I'd want to be able to keep my own character and everything while I do it. So that would be like the first and foremost thing. My group is like, the group that I manage is just like a couple of my friends. We're not really like an agency or anything. We just like, it's just a nice way for us to support each other and like be able to like collab together more easily. And like have a little kind of community around it as well. We're still like really kind of like small but we like it that way. And we also like do some highlights and stuff together. So
hell yeah.
But like if there was an agency, I don't know what agency off the top of my head it would be. But I would just have to be able to keep the character. I don't think I could play anything else. I don't think I'd want to.
It's always the will.
It always
you have to be Kailani. Always. Yeah. What is something that you wish your viewers knew about you? Whether it be like something that like you wanted to bring up, but like had like the opportunity, or just like nothing was really a sentence starter for, but like kind of just like a fun fact that you to share.
Like a fun
you
fact.
just haven't had the moment. Yeah.
I don't know about fun fact, but I do know that like I would say that if there was something that I wanted other VTubers to know about me specifically, and I wouldn't call it a fun fact, it's that like I work very hard. I think some people they know that I'm busy, like I'm a busy person, but I work very hard. I know it's like tooting my own horn on that, but like I just want to give like a snapshot of like a very generic, let's say Wednesday, for example. Just to give like context about how hard other people also work. Like if other VTubers are trying to do like YouTube and TikTok, I want to give you a snapshot of how hard it is to do that when you also work a 9-to-5 job. So I'm actually up at about 7:30 a.m. every morning, and I start work around 8. Sometimes I would start earlier at 7:30. I go until about 4 to 4:30 most days. And that's like, there's some breaks, obviously, but that's like my job. My job is like not manual labor, but I work in a small company. I work with software engineers. So it's really technical, but it's also like a lot of thinking. Like the mind is exercising a lot. Okay. So I work my job. I immediately get on stream. So I finished my job today and immediately jumped on this. I'm on this for like maybe 2.5 to 3 hours on stream. Then I immediately make dinner with family. And like usually I'm the one that's doing dinner or making it. Sometimes I don't, which is always nice. Then I'm immediately working on video content. So I'm working on TikTok or YouTube. So that is like right after dinner, usually editing a video. A TikTok's really fast, but if I'm editing a YouTube video, which I've been doing a lot now, I'll likely record one maybe every other day. And then I'll edit it the same night sometimes. So that takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So I'm doing either job or content from 7:30 to 8 a.m. in the morning till about 9 to 10 p.m. with maybe like the dinner break and like breaks with work. So obviously I take days off streaming, but just to let people know like how hard some people work, this is a lot of work. And I still give myself time to like, you know, do for myself, like personal time, and I take time with family. But I think a lot of people just don't seem to understand that. So like,
it's a lot of fucking work in this, especially if you want to focus on the content creation part.
And I respond to people as fast as I can. Like I try not to leave people like hanging on messages. So like you can imagine, like I have this like group too, and like sometimes. I don't want to say like I never get people that like you don't work very hard. That's not why I'm explaining this. But like if people don't really, sometimes I think people don't get or see it that like for somebody that works a regular 9-to-5 job, it doesn't matter what the job is either. Like it's a hard job no matter what. I'm sure. Like you're doing your job, then you're streaming, and when you're streaming, like you're trying to be 100%. You're trying to be entertaining, whatever.
Exactly.
And then if you do YouTube and TikTok, you're editing your own stuff likely. As a smaller VTuber. So, like, usually I'm busy for like 10 hours to 12 hours a day. So, like, that's why I don't stream very long. Also, is because, like, I don't have the energy to do that when I'm doing all this other stuff. So, like, I don't know. I know nobody, like, is asking or is, like, criticizing anybody for it, but I just wanted to, like, I want other people to know that. Like that's how much effort. That's how much effort I put into it. So, just giving that sense of like it's a lot. I think people just don't get that sometimes. So like it's kind of amazing I'm able to just like function with all the work that I'm putting into it. Like even at today. So after this, like I'll probably figure out dinner and like maybe do something. But then I'll probably need to record. I'll probably want to or need to record a video or figure out what the next TikTok's gonna be. Like that's literally where my mind is at. My mind is always like in business mode for better or worse. For worse a lot. For worse on occasion.
I feel that. Oh, I
Yeah.
feel that.
if you're the type of person that doesn't know how to turn it off, I feel bad for you, because that's how I am. I don't know how to turn it off sometimes, and it's not like a good quality all the time. Oh, there's
and like I find it like this. I find it like it's also really hard, like especially when you enjoy it, because you know there is that phrase, you know, if you love what you do for work, you'll never work a day in your life. That's a lie. No, the lie that what they forget to tell you is the last little part of that is that you'll never stop working.
Yeah.
You'll never stop working. If you love what you do for work, you'll never work a day in your life. Is because you'll never not work a day in your life. You will always be working.
But I do suggest to other people learn how to balance. Like, don't always be like me. I think I don't do as well of a job as I should. Be better at balancing yourself. Like, don't overdo it. You know, because you do need to, like, I tell other people this too. Like, go take a walk. Like, really, don't sit in your room all the time. Go take a walk. Exercise your body a little bit, because that's gonna, you're doing something different than just sitting. It helps kind of like soak in information that you've probably learned or digested doing something else. So it's like pretty helpful to do all that stuff, in my opinion.
It's good to get the blood pumping, can increase some endorphins, you know, get that dopamine a little bit, a little sparking. What is your favorite part about your?
Wait, my favorite part of what?
About your model.
Oh, I
what's
think,
your favorite tiny detail?
I'm trying to think. I would say the general. I think the design of it has worked really well. It's brought out certain features, like Kailani's hair is not just dark blue, for example. There's like blue streaks in it. It adds a little bit of flavor.
Shades. I'm gonna zoom in real close on.
I like
on you.
I like my fins being purple. It adds a little bit of flavor to. I'm supposed to be like a little bit magical. There's like some mystical.
I like how your butt, like your tail.
Yeah, so that's the other thing is, by the way,
your tail got.
There's a lot of good like motion. Yeah. There's good motion, so the motion's really good. I like some of the details of like the hair and me, like in my fins. The eyes are really good. Like I got a lot of expression on the eyes. So all those like little things I think have worked really well.
Just honey, there you go. I was zooming in. Mega says he looks so squishy.
Yes, that's the other thing. It's like I look bouncy, and that was like the goal. I needed to look like comfy, squishy, bouncy, a little bit silly.
The ultimate comfort. Absolutely would pay $1 for a auto whale squish. Yes. Would absolutely
a little plushie. Little plushie.
Absolutely. I would add it to my wall of of pinned plushies. Like if I squeeze him, he'll make the squeak noise.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
A little squeak noise, that would be great.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute. That'd be so adorable. Oh, well, my dear, we've officially hit the final question of the night. It is, what is some advice that you would give to someone who is wanting to start VTubing/streaming?
Oh god.
Yep, kind of a big question, and a very open question too.
I'll give general advice to what I would perceive as someone's situation. In my experience, a lot of the VTubers I know don't have a lot of disposable income. So I'll assume you don't. To whoever's listening to this. Since you don't have a ton of disposable income and you're probably like just starting out, my advice would be you don't have to necessarily invest a ton actually to get started in regards to like money. I think it is expensive. Like my model and everything is expensive, but there's like also Vroid. There's like other websites where you can get a pay to use model. I would do that. You could probably spend, I'm saying $30 is in this case isn't a ton, but you could spend like $30 on getting that model if you really wanted to pay to use. And then you just have to have like, if you have like a decent computer, then you could run the model. Let's say you don't, a PNG model works fine while you're still figuring things out. There's some PNG models you could use, I think, that were like pit crews. I think Phelan's has one that's free. You just have to credit. Just give the appropriate credit. Like, don't invest everything right away, I think is my advice. It's okay to be a PNG model. I was a PNG model for like over a year and a half. And
there's some big name people out here who also are like who have like 3.5K, 10K, 30K, and who are still PNG tubers.
They might
don't ever have to move into the live 2D space.
You don't have to do it. Like, being a PNG is okay. Obviously, being like a live 2D gives more expression, but you don't have to. Try and use like low cost stuff to start. Like overlays, you don't have to have like a fancy overlay. You know, there's a lot of free software you can use, and just start there. And then the other thing I would say is like, you need to network. Networking is really important. People don't like to network. A lot of people have either like a social anxiety or something else. And, you know, I understand that it's really challenging. But at the same time, I never would have gotten to know you, Sharkie, if I hadn't have networked a little bit and put myself out there and just introduced myself in some cases, or like we just meet. Maybe it was like something else. So
exactly. And I'd been stalking Otto for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
you gotta be willing to network a little bit, because that's, you know, I'm not saying you're stealing people's communities, but that's how you put your community out there and show people who you are. So like, be willing to, you know, you don't have to invest a ton, and also be willing to put yourself out there and network. You know, don't be afraid to do that. And then I guess the last thing I would mention is, how do I want to put this? I'm not telling anyone to copy people, but you should probably research why other people are successful. So I've done a lot of my posts on like Twitter and stuff and on YouTube because I kind of, basically I did like I would call competitor research. I did like a competitive analysis, if you will. Is I said, okay, well, I want to understand the community as much as possible, and I also want to know like what other people are doing. So I kind of like did my own research, so to speak, and I don't copy people's like. But what I'm saying is like, you should see why things work for other people, and you should understand why they're working, because they're probably working for a reason. And then maybe just do, you know, take that information, do it as you do with it what you will, and maybe find a way to refactor and make it your own. So that's like, I think that's it. So like low cost is okay, you know, being on a budget's okay, just be creative, and then, you know, network and do some of your own little community research. You know, you should understand the community you're getting into. You should really know about it.
Yep. And especially vtubing, it is a big fish. It is a big, scary fish. That can sometimes be incredibly toxic.
And you should know like what's not okay.
Every community. Exactly.
Yeah. Because I know that there's some things that are just not okay. Or just like copying someone's design almost one-to-one. Like, people get in trouble for that because you obviously shouldn't be doing that. So don't just copy someone's design one-to-one, you know. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be leveraging like AI, for example, for your images or for that stuff. Because that's, you know, that's definitely not okay.
For real artists.
Right. So you should just know, so you don't make that mistake. You just don't want to make the mistakes.
Educate yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like and
it's not really hard. Just literally just watch the community. Like, just go and it's not even just like you don't even have to watch like full streams. Like, you can watch like YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Just watch like TikToks. It's just literally taking notice and like taking down, like watching other people's content and watching the style of content it is,
Right.
and then kind of taking an amalgamation of both of the styles and putting those tiny lumps of clay into a giant lump of clay, and you're able to sculpt it and make it into your own.
Right. That's exactly it. That's like really important. And I guess 2 more quick things, and then that's it. I don't want to talk too much on this, but you should have like a pretty defined theme for yourself. Like, and you should know your theme. Like, you should be able to speak to it like you should be able to do. In my experience, we call it an elevator pitch. You should do an elevator pitch about yourself. So like whenever you get rated, you probably have an elevator pitch. You just don't know what it's called that. You like sell yourself. You're like talking about yourself. You should have a theme. So like for me, my theme is like, and I could even speak to it from like the YouTube side too, is like I'm pretty comfy. I'm very relaxed. Like I want that to be echoed in people that come into the community. I don't like negativity. And I just want everybody to be like, when you come here into the stream, you should feel like it's a relaxing environment. And we like to have fun. Like, you should be willing to be silly. So like, you should have a theme. The last thing I think is just be a decent human being. I can't believe I have to add that, but you should
the way that we have to say that is fucking wild. But unfortunately, we gotta.
Yeah, my advice is you should just be a decent human being and be nice. You know, just be nice, be understanding. I'm always surprised at the people that like don't put themselves in other people's shoes, and then I have to tell them they should do that, and then they understand. Like, put yourself in someone else's shoes. Like, there are cases where, for example, if I'm collabing like with you, and you can't, maybe you forget, or like you can't do it last second. You know, don't get mad at them. It's not always their fault. Put yourself in their shoes. They probably had something happen. They're probably just as frustrated as you might be. Be sympathetic. I've had to tell other people this too. I think people just don't get that. Just be empathetic. Be empathetic. There it is. So yeah,
just understand.
Yeah, you should. Like, when we had to cancel, nobody was like mad about it. You just understand. Like, it happens. So
I felt so bad though.
Be empathetic. But like I knew that. I was like, okay, Sharkie probably feels really bad, so I'm not going to roast them and be like, ha ha ha, sucks to be you, you know?
Ha, your Wi-Fi sucks.
Usually I'm understanding. And when people forget, like when I set a time for things, I don't get mad at them. I just say, they're like apologizing as if I'm upset. I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, I get it. It happens. I get it. Like, if you want to do something, let's just figure out a new time. No big deal. And it's like, it's not a big deal.
We all expect to be ridiculed.
I know. And I'm like, people expect to like me to be like reacting a certain way. And I'm like, no, I get it. I do. I don't get mad at people for it. I understand. I'm in your shoes. Like, you just forgot. Like, it happens. I forget stuff all the time. Oh my God. I forget where I put like glasses. I'm like, where'd I put my glasses? I had one time where I was like, where'd I put my glasses? And they're like right in front of me. Face. You know, they're like right in front of me. So I get it. I do. I totally get it. So be sympathetic. Be empathetic to people. You know, you don't know their situation. So just be nice. They want someone to be nice to them. So be that person.
There's a phrase by Plateau that and it's be kind for whoever you meet is fighting a hard battle.
Yeah. You should. And, like, everybody's got stuff going on.
I feel like that's always been just been nice. Aw, Raven, thank you so much for the chocolate. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Do you have any closing statements, any self plugs, any special events you'd like to add in?
No, but I gave you a shout out just now. So anybody that's hanging out in my chat, you should go follow Sharkie. I don't have any special events to plug or anything, but I do always like to talk about, you know, my YouTube and such. So if you want to go check out like my TikTok or YouTube, I think it's all under the same auto_Kailani. You should go check that out. My YouTube videos are very silly and they might put a smile on your face. And I put, obviously I already mentioned it, but I've been putting more time into it. So Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It'll be
Lot of
nice.
love.
Yeah, go check it out. See for yourself if you like it. If you don't, okay, that's fine. If you don't like puns, then you probably shouldn't go over there. There's a lot of puns over there.
But there's some great puns though.
There's puns there.
Even if you don't like puns, go enjoy the puns.
The puns are good, so feel free to go check that out. Again, it's just like I think it's just auto_Kailani for both of those. So feel free to go check that out. Yeah, that's it.
Be hard. Oh well, Otto, thank you so much. I've had literally a blast. I'm really glad scheduled again. We gotta play some Overwatch again here soon.
I know the new character came out, so I'm like, okay, I guess I better install it again. Oh boy.
Or I guess we gotta play some Overwatch again.
I know, like, okay, I guess I better boot this thing up again.
Dust it off. Well, shoot. Do you want to do a double raid?
You'll be punished with puns. The thing is, I'm never punished by them. I get the biggest smiles on my face when I see them. They're so good.
Puns give me the biggest serotonin boost.
Oh, it's so good. I love puns so much. The ocean themed ones are good. We can do a double raid. Do you have somebody you want to raid?
Let's.
Otherwise,
Ooh.
I could find some folks.
See. Who do you have on your?
I've got
I have a bunch of people, but I'd love to see who you got.
I've got a couple people. I was actually looking for somebody playing Overwatch that I specifically knew. So here's your options for games. So excellent. I've got what are some good ones? I've got Dead by Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Valorant.
Oh.
I've got Fortnite.
Fortnite.
I'll let it be those three for now. You can pick Dead by Daylight, Valorant, or Fortnite.
Gosh. Fuck it. Let's do DBD.
Okay. I'll send you the Twitch stream. This is a relatively new friendo. Actually, I met them through TikTok. So just to echo again, you should network with people, by the way. I met this person through TikTok, and they were like, they commented on one of my TikToks talking about how much they love the model. So now I obviously went into their stream and everything, and yeah, I just popped in. They're really nice, and so yeah, it's
funny how that happens.
I plan to raid there.
Hell yeah, excellent. We get that raid message started.
Okie dokie.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna get the raid started here in a second.
Hell yeah.
Oops.
Get the big stretch on. Oh, that's such a great crowd tonight. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute up and do my little goodbye message.
I'll do the same.
Is it?
See you in a sec. Alright, gamers, if you're subscribed to me, you can use my whale raid emote. If not, please just type whale raid. Thanks everyone for coming by for the interview. I appreciate it. It was great. Definitely really fun. You should seriously go check out my YouTube though, folks. I put a really important video up there about hitting 500 subscribers. There's a couple of things I want to do with the YouTube. Let me know what you think in the comments about it. And yeah, thanks for everyone coming by. I appreciate it. I will be back Sunday. I'll be back Sunday with some Stardew Valley. So I will see y'all later. Thanks everyone for coming by.